Hey guys! If you're a keen observer, you might notice that I tease our friend Alex quite a bit, especially when it comes to doing things either the slow, hard, or expensive way. This is why, Alex. Look at this. Nevertheless, one of the best parts about summer is our trips to the beach before sunset. We live about 15 minutes from one of the best beaches in the country, so we have the privilege of going out whenever we want after work for 45-minute swims. We talk about life, business, success, happiness, or nothing at all. Alex started a construction company about a year and a half ago, and yesterday we were talking about a problem he was having on one of his job sites.
What kind of safety gear do you need?
Ouch! There was a subcontractor not fulfilling their obligations, so he was having to go through and call everyone else that was scheduled to work on that job and push them back a week or two. I asked him, why don't you fire the guy and just hire someone else to finish the job? And his answer surprised me. He said, in our area at least, there's a shortage of skilled labor. He said all the people that are working on his jobs are in their 40s or 50s, and there's no one really coming up behind them to take their place. There's no young go-getters competing for his business. And he basically said he would write a blank check to anyone who could get their act together and come and get this job done on time. And then we talked about college and how there seems to be no shortage of college graduates with little or no prospects for work. Now, we've teased the idea of doing an Is College Worth It video, and this one isn't it. We haven't prepared yet for that. But it occurred to me yesterday that if you're young and if you're serious about extreme early retirement, learning a trade might be the quickest path to wealth. Not only will you potentially earn more money if you do it right, but you'll have a 4-year head start on someone in school. Now, studies do show that someone with a degree will earn more over their lifetime, but I'm not sure if that's the case if you're not interested in working to a traditional retirement age. Now, I thought that was a pretty profound epiphany, but it turns out this is already a thing. In fact, if you Google trade school versus college, the blue-collar revival, or whatever you want to call it, is actually drawing a lot of attention even in the last few months. Maybe we'll be ahead of the trends for once on this channel. But it makes sense. Learning a trade is genius for a couple of reasons. First, there will always be a demand. People will always need electricians and plumbers and roofers and drywallers. And you can't outsource a trade overseas very easily. And not only that, you don't have to pay to learn how to do it. You're often paid to learn as an apprentice or just working your way up through a company. But why bother working harder if you can earn more if you get your degree? Well, Trent at the Simple Dollar calculated that, according to studies, the average tradesman earns $11,000 less per year than someone with a degree. But because they have the 4 years of school and all the student loans to pay off, it will take them up to 12 years to catch up to the tradesman. If you're committed to save a high percentage of your income, that leaves very little margin. But that's assuming you'd be working for someone else, and that would not be the path that I would take. Real money is made by working for yourself, and while I don't think everyone is cut out to be business owners, I do think anyone can be their own boss. You don't need to go out and hire 10 employees to be successful. Simply being able to set your own schedule and benefiting from the ridiculous rates that tradesmen are able to charge per hour would be enough, I would think, to give you an edge over a degree. Average service calls in my area are at least $75 to $200 an hour. Now, of course, you have to account for self-employment taxes and your own transportation and all your own tools and a bookkeeper and everything that goes along with owning a business, but I still think it's very lucrative. And this is not to say that college is wrong for everyone, or even most people. I just think it shouldn't be an automatic next step after high school when we have this pesky law of supply and demand we have to live by. Call this video whatever you want. Mike's predictions for the job market in the future, or college versus trade, or even just advice I would give my 18-year-old self. But my point is, if you're young and financial freedom is on the top of your list of priorities, forget college. Learn a trade. Or at least consider it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Bye.